Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
And Plainfield, New Jersey really respects you for putting some respect on my hometown's name. But you know what? We're going to have a big-time matchup this evening as the guys are getting ready to battle down on the court.
Let's do it. They're ready to go, and so are we. And 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George. DeMarcus Cousins with the block. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. LeBron into the front court. 2-point advantage. To Leonard. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
LBJ. And he knocks it down, Jay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Beverly into the front court. Down just a couple. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended. Danny Green. That is great vision to set it up. Kyle Kuzma, his first effort off the mark. Paul George to Leonard for three. And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
James to Davis. Oh, nice step through to get to the basket. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Here's a chance from long range. No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
George, he made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nothing going here on that drive. George shakes free and hits.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Danny Green to James. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
George, that's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Knocked loose. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Lakers at the controls right now. James. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. Ah, the monster stuff.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To George. To Leonard. Offensive board. Gets it in the right corner. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
JaVale McGee sends it away. Stuffs it down with authority.
Number 10, Jared Dudley.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. That ends the first quarter. The Clippers are out in front. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
George, that's good D. Shot no good. Caldwell Pope fires the 3. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. To Paul George. Danny Green tips it. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Five on the shot clock. George, great defense, forcing the miss. Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound taken in by George. To Leonard. George, shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To George. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First free throw is good. Second and 3, got it.
Number 3, Anthony Davis.
3 for 3, nice. Leonard to Paul George. 4-3, missed it. JaVale McGee to James. You can't do that.
A simple touch foul.
Number 21, Patrick
Danny Green. From the painted area, won't go down. Leonard to George. Defense making the ball handler work. George, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Caldwell Pope. With a drop step. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's 2 for 2 now.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
George to Beverly. And the finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And he hits.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Leonard. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Los Angeles, number 15, DeMarcus Cousins.
Across the timeline comes James. Down 2. Knocked loose. Beverly to Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. LBJ with it. To Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from long range. Good offense beating good defense.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
George, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Anthony Davis with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Beverly. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard, now 4 for 9.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Danny Green can't get down to go. Defense all over him. To the rim, lays it up and in. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's James controlling the offense. LeBron James. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
First personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Mo Harkless is going to get a chance at 3 here. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Gets a second. One more coming. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. JaVale McGee. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. To Harkless. Williams. Fires the three, and he burns them.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
James into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Not getting the bounce. Cruises inside for 2.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And count the basket inside.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Los Angeles has the basketball. James in a matchup with Harkless. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. From long range, he was all over him. To Caldwell-Pope, and the finish, slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Harkless to Williams. With a drop step. JaVale McGee swats it. They've got it back. Caldwell-Pope.
Cutter, get a tag.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game. Williams into the front court. Leads 5. JaVale McGee pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Caldwell-Pope here against Harkless. To James. And the reward. He's going to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far.
Into the game.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. George lets it fly. The jumper's off the mark. Beverly. Beyond the arc for 3. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Los Angeles, they have it. To Cousins. Rises for the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Leonard to Paul George. Anthony Davis rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Cousins. Montrezl Harrell snatching it out of the air. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. LeBron into the front court. The deficit is 6. DeMarcus Cousins. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Beverly. George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
They'll get it down to Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. LBJ has it. To Kyle Kuzma. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
George. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
LeBron with it up top. His guys trail by 10. The pass taken away by the Clippers. It goes down. That ends the 3rd quarter, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Leonard to Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Beverly into the front court. Lead is 12. George, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. Second of 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. It's James controlling the offense. Down low to Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Paul George. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Paul George, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Cousins to James. DeMarcus Cousins looking good. 4 for 5.
He's heating up because he's becoming more poised with his game. He's letting the game come to him instead of him forcing the action.
George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Davis. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
And he knocks it down at the line. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. LeBron into the front court. Down by 15. Danny Green to Davis. George, the hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
LeBron James with the rock. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Patrick Beverly, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 4, Los Angeles Lakers.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Danny Green. That's his 1st personal foul. Team foul.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Danny Green. Kuzma in a matchup with Harkless. James to Danny Green. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Runner here won't go. And a throwdown. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Danny Green to Cousins. James to Davis. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Well, here's something that all the great ones do. What first half? This is another first half. This is another half of basketball. That one that just happened is no longer. I can only focus on the now. If you're able to take your mind to this place, all of a sudden it helps you recalibrate.
To Danny Green. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Leonard. Oh, that's how it's done.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Leonard, no good. That's great defense. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This is...